a new song. I hadn't heard that one yet.
I've had that one for a couple weeks. I think this is like the third live stream I've done with it, maybe only the second. But yeah.
I'm rarely good at catching streams during the section where it's like the countdown. I'm usually like there after everybody's already talking because my YouTube doesn't notify me right away that it's live. So
no, it's like 2 minutes later, and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, that thing you wanted me to remind you about, it's already happening.
Yeah, but I was like up here like, oh, okay.
I have the instrumental version is the intro for my channel now. And then I think I did it once with it just as the instrumental version for the countdown. And then Julie said, no, put the lyrics in there. It's great. She's right. So I did.
It is.
But
I can understand having an instrumental version for like regular video intros. Like I could see that. Yeah.
So, hello, friends.
Anyways, hello.
Welcome. We've been joined by a Mars and a Kate and a cool gamer. And Mars says, YouTube once notified me that I was live 30 minutes after I started the stream. Thank you so much for that helpful message. I will probably get one here soon too. My favorite also is Instagram when you have a countdown and it tells you the countdown's over. Your countdown is over. And I'm like, cool. Thanks for the assist.
I understand because I'm doing the thing that I was counting down to, so I appreciate the notification.
I appreciate your assistance. What I want to know is, what is everybody working on today? It says tonight because I used to stream at nighttime, but just pretend it says today. Just pretend. And Amber's going to tell us what she's going to do.
I'm going to try and read. I have Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. It's so heavy, but it's like a movie within a movie within a movie kind of a situation thriller. And so I'm really excited actually to read this. So, and I haven't been able to read in a very long time. I've read like maybe 2 books this entire year. So
I thought I was doing bad.
Well, I've been doing really bad. I was finally to a point. Well, no, I guess not 2 books because I read I was rereading the House of Night series, and I was on like book 3, and then life changes happened, and I went, life's too short for this, and I stopped reading it.
Life's too short to reread this book and go, God, this is awful.
Yeah.
I might have done an unhaul this morning and DNF/unhauled an entire series and like 6 other books.
Oh my.
Because again, life is short, and sometimes when books were published like 10 years ago, even though it was like a super hyped book, you're like, let's just move on. Like it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go to one of my TBR books and I'll read the back and I'm like, 6 years ago, I was really hyped to read this. Now it sounds like an entirely just too much waste of my time. So I'm just going to get rid of it.
I want to read the fun things. I want to read the things that I'm interested in now, not the things I was interested in a decade ago or 3 or 4 years ago. Sometimes it feels like a decade ago, but Kate says, first sprint, I need to corkboard outline this next scene. I have 3 to 4 zero drafts and outlines, so detangling is in order. Feel that one, my dude.
Sounds fun.
Mars is going to work on their paranormal romance serial, since it's technically my nano project, but I might give in and work on the gay vampire story that's been tickling my brain lately.
Ooh, gay vampire story sounds amazing.
Gay vampire stories are all the rage, all the things. And unhaul video coming up, possibly. Sometimes I just do it in the TBR takedown, but there are quite a few, so it might have its own. I'm looking at the pile going, I don't know, do I need to do a full? I might just do an unhaul video. I might unhaul more things. Who knows? I keep looking at the stack and going, I could get rid of that. I don't need to read that.
I literally started a spreadsheet that was like, these books you should consider getting rid of, and then think on them tomorrow. And then I haven't looked at it today, but I did that last night while sitting in like looking up at my bookshelves.
Well,
Because I'm gonna move soon, and I don't like it. It hits different when you think about not only just moving this amount of books, but to move them across the country. You're like, do I want to schlep this 1,200 miles, however long it is, if I don't love it? You know, it's like,
yeah, I don't have that, but I definitely have the, like, I'm going to be going through my red books as well whenever I get my shelves built, you know, at this rate, 2053. But yeah, like, maybe one day I'll get to. I keep looking up at the ones that are in here because there are 2 shelves in here, and I'm like, some of these could go, like, right now, any minute. Like, I could just pluck a couple off and yeet them into obscurity and not care too much. So, you know. Where's my list of things to do today? I want you to know that writing is not on here, but I probably should do that or Julia will yell at me. I need to figure out what my next audiobook's going to be because I tried 3 this week and DNF'd them all. So I need to figure out what audiobook I'm going to read next. I need to set up next week in my planner. I want to make a cake later because I've been craving yellow cake with chocolate icing. So I'm going to make one because that's how I live my life.
that's what my mom always made as a birthday cake. It was always yellow cake with chocolate frosting for a birthday. Always. So when I see those kind of cakes, I think like, oh, is it your birthday?
Honestly, it's my favorite kind of cake. I don't like chocolate cake. I think chocolate cake tends to be really dry and dense. But I didn't realize until I was like, you know, in my teens that like you could just make whatever kind of cake combination you wanted. Like I just assumed like, you know, a vanilla cake goes on with vanilla icing and a chocolate cake is chocolate icing. That's just the rules. And then I was like, wait, you mean to tell me I could swap?
Yeah.
Like the things you never think about. The things you never think about, you know? So I've got plenty to work on. Mars is also moving soon. Definitely an unhaul due in the next couple of weeks. I'm excited. Bring me along. Nikki's here and is talking about cake too. So like,
I think I've learned about myself over the past couple of years that I'm less of a cake person and more of a pie person.
Oh, I love pie. I
love
only
all
apple
pies.
I know you do. I only like apple pie. But like I still prefer apple pie over cake. But for some reason I've been craving cake. Maybe
Sometimes I crave
cake,
yeah. Like I made like a strawberry cake with strawberry icing. Because it's hard to find strawberry icing nowadays. And everybody wants to make their strawberry cake with vanilla frosting, and that's not what I wanted. But I made it, but I'm here by myself, and so I ate half of it and threw the rest away because it was too much for one person to eat.
You could have froze it.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'll make another one later. But I love like all pies. If you were like, you want pie, I don't even ask what kind. I'm like, yes, I do. I think my favorite pie at the moment is key lime. My favorite pie at the moment is key lime pie.
I don't know.
But I love
why,
apple pie too.
But I'm not like a fruit person in general. Like I would prefer, which is weird because most kids would prefer fruits over vegetables. But as a kid, I was much more vegetable forward than fruit forward. I do like strawberries. I
was the opposite. I didn't want anything to do with vegetables, but if you put, my mom couldn't keep apples in the house long enough. I would eat them all, like all the time. That was my snack, just apples. But somebody said something about the pie needing to be cold. I agree. I don't eat it when it's warm. I wait until it's cooled down, like cold.
Pie is better than cake. Mars likes pie in theory, but not a warm fruit person. So I only like pumpkin or pudding pies. Fair enough.
Like a good cherry or apple pie are very good cold the next day. Like, I'm just saying.
Pumpkin cheesecake is better than pumpkin pie, which is better than apple pie. Yeah, cold apple pie with ice cream. I have a recipe for an apple pie that you make like a caramel sauce as the filling with the apples, and
Mm.
it's delicious. And instead of putting a pie crust on top, I do a pie crust on the bottom and do like an apple crumble topping on the top. It's my favorite thing. I haven't made
Sounds
one
good.
in forever, and I probably have everything to make it in my house right now, so that might happen later instead of cake. Who knows?
Key lime is good if it's done right. If it's not too tart, if it's sweet enough. I used to eat raw potatoes all the time when my mom would like cut up potatoes because I'm Southern, so we had fried potatoes and stuff all the time
Yeah.
for like breakfast. So she would just like slice off a piece of the raw potato and give it to me, and I would munch on it. Now I'm like, it tastes like dirt. Like that's ew. But as a kid, I loved it.
Dirt tastes great when you're a kid. My siblings were all vegetable kids too. My favorite vegetable is
I
Brussels.
did oddly like carrots as a kid, which I still do. I still love carrots.
I don't think I've ever had Brussels sprouts.
I have never. My mom loved Brussels sprouts so much, and she would always tell me it's because of the way that you're cooking it. I've tried it so many ways. I've never liked Brussels sprouts. I've tried it with cream sauces and butter sauces, and I've tried it deep fried, and I've tried it air fried. I've tried it in the oven. I've tried it on the stove. I've never liked it ever.
My mom has an aversion to all foods that are green. She likes peas, but other than that, and cabbage, and only iceberg lettuce. She's strange.
Yeah, iceberg was like the only lettuce my mom liked too.
Yeah, that's it. Like if
When I
she
would get
ordered
like the fancy ones with different, she was like, that's leaves. Like it's all even iceberg is leaves. Like,
I don't eat those twigs. That's mom. I don't eat those twigs.
yeah.
Okay, well, good. More for
Cool.
me. But yeah, we're talking about food. We are always talking about food. This is what happens.
I'm also slightly hungry, so it doesn't help.
I just ate instead of taking a shower. I was like, I should take a shower. I think I'll eat instead because I look rough. I mean, look at this.
That's how I look all the time, even when I'm fresh out of the shower. I put my hair up pretty much all the time.
Nikki's eating taters and dandelions. I have to say it like that. It's the only way to say it. FYI, today we're doing 2 45-minute sprints because Julie and Amber are here. Well, Amber's here. Julie will be here. She had a lunch date with some friends.
She's running late, so she'll be here soon.
She said she'll be here when she gets here. It's not what she said, but that's what I said. I'm going to hide that. I'm going to pull up a timer, add to stream, baboosh.
Ooh, that one's pretty.
We're going to do this pretty timer from Laura. Hello, Elaine. Welcome. Only way to say it. Taters and dandelions, because you're from Appalachia like me, and that's how we say things, because we're weird. Are you ready, Amber, to do a sprinty sprint, and you don't even have to like control a timer or anything?
I know. I feel so free.
Freedom.
I'm not tethered at all.
Yeah. Be free. All right, guys. We're going to start at 45, and we'll see you when we get back. After I double check to make sure that this is on normal speed.
Because how many times have I done that accidentally?
Hello, friends. We are back. We have been joined by a Julie.
Hello.
Welcome, Julie. Oh, I've also been joined by a Flash, but that is outside of the point. Go lay down, Mr. Nugget. He's like, but I don't want to. I want to see what you're doing. How
Sorry.
did you do?
Sorry for the loud bird content.
Normally, it's me.
I know it's definitely me right now.
Definitely.
I made it to page 40, and I'm thoroughly confused. So far, so good.
What are you reading? Oh, all the claps for all the reading.
If you'd been here on time, you'd know that.
You
Shut
would have
up.
known.
I was here last night on with her while she was like, I fully intended to start this book, and then now I didn't, and so I assumed it was that one, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to assume.
What's Julie doing today? Since you missed that part of the conversation.
I am, for once and for all, finishing up book 3. So I am finishing up my edits. I am on the next to last scene that needs to be written. So,
I mean, it's not technically for all because you have more rounds of edits.
I need to be done this first round of developmental edits, and I need this book away from me for a solid couple of weeks is what I need.
Okay. I don't want anybody to like fall out of their chair or anything, but I did write about 600 words.
Yay!
I did some things. I also like cleaned out my email inbox and talked to the dog and had some peanut M&Ms, but I did also write some words, so I'm gonna call that a win.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. Mars was distracted by the kitty cats, and Elaine was also distracted by kitty cats. I don't even know if my cat's in here. She might be outside because the doors are open and she likes to venture outside. She got left outside the other night, like the whole night.
Deeply unhappy. Mine's in a window.
Yeah. She just was like sitting outside the back door when we got up the next morning. And I was like, sorry.
That was on you.
That's all you. But right now, for those of you who don't know, because I don't think I've told anybody on the internet, I don't know, except for troublemakers. So probably a lot of people know. My dog had puppies on Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know what
That's
day.
the first time you've ever claimed that dog. It's always your mom's dog.
I mean, it's my mom's dog, but my dog can't have puppies because he's a he. He's a dude. Oh, you can almost. He's that brown patch right there. That's him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she had 10 poopies, and she goes to the bathroom a lot, so it's easier to just leave the door open so she can go out to go to the bathroom whenever she wants. So let's have the back door. Also, this guy back here, he is an outside dog. He would stay outside in a blizzard if you would let him, but I make him come in because he's stupid. I mean, come on. Like, he would lay in a foot of snow and be like the happiest dog on the planet.
It's fair.
It doesn't make any sense.
My Shih Tzu likes the cold. They run very hot, those dogs. I don't know if anybody knows that, but they run very, like, their temperature is just very hot. So, like, it'll be freezing cold and I'll have a fan on and she'll just be, like, in front of the fan, just hair blowing. Just like, this is life. My Chihuahua, on the other hand, anything under 80, he's like, oh, God, it's so cold. Drama queen.
Chihuahuas all shake. It could be 5 degrees. It could be 105 degrees. And they do the... I don't know.
Yeah, but you do start to learn the difference between, like, their cold shaking and they're having an emotion shaking.
Any emotion shake for a Chihuahua is not fun for me because they terrify me. Nikki read a chapter of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Cuddled Cats. See, everybody had cats that time.
All right.
I read that book so long ago and I never continued the series.
Oh, I finished it for sure, but it was a very long time ago.
Who's surprised? Nobody.
Shut up.
No one here. Mars wrote
And who's
500
surprised that I started a
words.
series and didn't finish it? Also, nobody.
Also, no one. Mars wrote 560 words and decided that's
Yay.
enough for that story today. Got to deal with the cat who's messing with something in the other room. Tell that cat to behave itself. Elaine wrote 94 words and made an 8 lunch.
Nice.
Nikki's comment.
I thought that too earlier. I was like, I wonder if Julie's gonna have a black tank top on when she gets here.
Oh yeah,
It's technically gray with black stars. So technically.
mine is, well, mine used to be black, but now it's mostly just see-through.
Yeah.
Mine's just
Rock
black.
star.
I have literally had this shirt for 12 years. So, I mean, you know. Kate is 70% through the scene outline. Feels much smoother, but I just know I'll completely write off the cuff when I sit down to actually draft. Story of my life.
Mm-hmm.
The cat decided, the manga decided, deserved to be on the floor rather than the shelf, apparently. That's a cat thing to do.
That it needs to be shredded, so.
This is also true.
Mm.
To clean up my bookshelf for the same reason. When Merlin was a kitten, which I don't have this problem now, but she's old, and she's not old. She's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. She doesn't play like a kitten, and she never has. Like, since she was like a year old, she's just like, kitten went straight out of her. But she used to climb onto a specific shelf on the bookshelf and throw all the books off of it, and that was her shelf. And so I just never put anything on that shelf after I figured that out.
Bet.
Meanwhile,
Feel a little
Fitz
bad
would,
for her and be like, "That's yours. Enjoy."
and it's your shelf. Fitz would jump like from the bed to the top of a bookshelf and then up onto the shelves that are up around the ceiling, and just like would be laying up, like you'd be looking for him, and then you'd look up and be like, "Huh, okay,
There you are.
here you are."
My only cat experience started at age 12. So she's like, the fuck I am getting up there. Like, half the time she tries to get up on my desk, she misses it and just goes chest first into the side. So she's not going bookshelf, you know?
Oh, mine dig out the bookmarks and knock over any cover facing books. That's rough.
Digging out the bookmarks is just rude.
That's rough. Chloe doesn't chew on books. She just likes pulling them off the shelves for whatever reason. Gremlin, on the other hand, will sometimes lick the books, but she licks literally everything. You know?
Still you.
Still not great.
Right. Grammy has some personality issues that we appreciate. Because
Boundaries.
cats are not nearly as fun if they're normal. Who wants a normal cat anyway?
Or is there such a thing? Also, today I saw somebody doing an unboxing with a haired Sphinx cat. Have you seen these things?
No.
It had hair, but it was the patchiest kind of like it was not meant to have hair, and it was very patchy, and it looked like an orange tabby, but with a Sphinx face and ears and body and the patchiest fur. And it was 10 levels of terrifying.
I'm terrified of Sphinx cats, and hairless cats give me creep me out, my dude.
I'm with you.
Like, I've never seen one in person, but I feel like if I did, I would probably throw up.
That's extreme.
I've
That's
never
so
seen one in
extreme.
person, but every part of me wants to see what their skin feels like.
Oh God, no.
I want to touch one. I want to touch
ball
one
sack.
so bad. I want to touch one so bad.
I
I don't want to own one. I want someone
No.
else to have one and be like, "Can I touch your cat, please?"
Don't.
One
The
time.
answer is no.
Yes, they have to let me.
When I worked as the other nanny, this kid came by and he was sobbing. I mean, sobbing because his cat had gotten loose. And I'm like, well, they have outdoor cats and we put food out. So if we see it, I'll let you know. What does it look like? And he crying just went, an alien. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? And then they put like lost cat signs up, and that was his cat. And I was like, oh yeah, that's terrifying. You're not wrong. And it was gone in like sheep horse country where there were like multiple bald eagles and all kinds of eagles. It was missing for like a week, and then it showed up. And I was like, how? Because that thing wasn't meant to survive out here, madam. But it did. But with tears, he couldn't even claim that it was cute. He was like, an alien. And I was like, yep.
A bald alien.
He's like, you'll know if it shows up. And I was like, how? There's lots of cats around here. I was like, there's lots of cats. He's like, you'll know.
He's like, not like mine. Not like mine. Trust me. Not like mine.
They don't look like that.
Like just bawling, but also just like, it's hideous.
It'll scare you, but it's mine.
It was really cute, but really sad.
Oh.
Did you touch it?
No, I didn't find it, but I have been around them before, and it's not okay. But I think I'd rather just have it be naked than have that patchy fur. It looks like it's diseased. Looks like it's got the mange.
Mars told Grimmy that she looks like a Victorian child suffering from tuberculosis.
Oh no.
You're not wrong, but that's kind of me.
I know. Yeah.
Truth hurts.
I feel like cats appreciate the honesty.
If anybody
like, they don't want you to treat them as though like you love them. They're like, just tell me the truth. Just flat out tell me I look like an alien. I'm happy with that.
They're not pulling punches, so why should we?
They're like, because you sir have a really weird face. I just gotta tell you. Like that's what your cat would say. Like, and your nostrils are uneven. I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah.
I could tell you right now, Merlin stares at me when I sleep so much. Like so much. Like I'll be trying to go to sleep and I'll feel the bed move and I'll open my eyes and she'll just be sitting there doing one of these. If I woke up in the middle of the night and that alien cat was looking at me, I would piss my pants and fall out of the bed. Like
it's nightmare fuel.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Jasmine will wake me up with her little face, like her little nose on my nose, and I wake up and I'm like, "Oh, you're adorable." I'm not even mad. If that thing, I'm gonna
you would scream in its face. You would
wake up swinging. I'm gonna, yeah, immediately now.
We used to always laugh about how Ruby, who was my 17-year-old Australian Shepherd, the other dogs, like if you were asleep and they wanted to go outside, like they'll bark, they'll make noise, whatever. Ruby would just like walk into the room and stare at you until you woke up. And it worked every time. Like Mom and I would laugh and just be like, well, I got up at 5 o'clock this morning because I was stared awake by Ruby. She would put her head on the edge of the bed and just stare at you until you got up.
So creepy.
Worked.
I used to do that to my parents, though, because my mom had mom hearing. And so if I went downstairs and I was like, Mom, she'd be like, "Wah!" Like it would scare her. So then I felt bad because I have high empathy and I don't like upsetting people. So then I would just stand there and not say anything because I didn't want to scare her by speaking. And then she would see me and the scream was louder that way. I've learned that.
Just knock on the wall. Mom, I'm coming down the stairs.
Here's the thing. Their bedroom was in the basement and our floors were creaky. Like she should have heard me coming. That's not my fault at that point.
You walk like a ninja.
I do. I do walk like a ninja.
Why do you walk like a ninja?
I'm very sneaky. I'm quiet.
I've been told the same thing. I've been told that I walk very quietly, and my mom would almost daily scream and go, "Breathe or something. Let me know you're there."
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now, I am not a quiet mover, but my mom like just checks out when she's watching TV, and like I can have a whole ass conversation with her and she will not remember it 5 minutes later if she's watching TV. And like I'll go in there and start cooking dinner, and like she'll get up and I'll like physically watch her walk to my room to tell me something, and I'm standing on the other side of the room cooking dinner. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were out here." I'm like, "I've been out here for a half hour."
I sat next to you on the couch.
We talked. We had a full conversation,
We had
beginning,
a
middle, end.
conversation.
Yeah.
I used to tell her that like I would be going to my friend's house, like I'm going to Brittany's, and then I would get like a mile or two down the road, and mom would be like, "Where are you at? I just went to your room and you're not in it." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I just told you where I was going." So
Madam.
like,
That's on you.
you know, Julie's got allergies. She's not gonna make it.
I just don't want anybody thinking I'm like tweaking over here because I'm like at my nose, but it's just like, extreme allergies.
We know what you were doing on your lunch break.
I just no.
Are you guys ready for another 45 minutes, Brent?
Yep.
Oh, it'll be Julie's first 45 minutes, Brent.
I got here at 40, first of all.
She did get here pretty quick.
It was not that bad.
It's still not 45.
Salad.
This is true. Is everyone other than Julie ready for another 45 minutes, Brent?
Yes.
Aha, joke's on you. It's rhetorical.
It's not rhetorical with me. I could be like, well, I guess we're not doing one. So.
Oh, no,
Why
you can't say
does it
that.
auto itself down to the lowest quality? Like, that's rude. I want to be able to see that cat. Thank you.
It kept blacking out.
It was
I know.
glitchy.
I don't know if it's because I was like doing other things and my computer is just not like living its best life at this moment in time, or what the case may be.
Listen, this is still better than her other timers from this morning. So just run with it, because Laura's other timers this morning were being used in a sprint and YouTube put ads into it. So in the middle of the sprint, it just came on like telenovelas and like first person shooter game like ads. It was aggressive.
Oh, they still exist, but I have YouTube Premium, so
Oh.
you don't
Yeah,
get
that
the
helps.
ads with me because I have Premium. So
I will tell you this. I did YouTube Premium for like 2 months because I forgot to cancel it. And then I canceled it, and I've now gone like a week without it, and I miss it so much. I hate ads with a passion, and now that I have to watch an ad, I'm extremely angry about it.
YouTube is the medium that I watch the most. So I would like cancel every other subscription that I have before I canceled YouTube Premium. Because this is where I spend the majority of my time.
Yeah.
So
It is nice to watch like somebody's video and not get, because some people put ad rolls like every freaking 5 minutes and stuff on their videos, and I'm like, I don't have time for that.
Mm-mm.
well, and that's the problem with Laura's videos, is that she's not actually monetized. They monetize her videos because we use them so much. And so she
They're
has
getting
no
popular,
control
yeah.
over she has no control over
No.
where the ads are, if they're on there, how many they put in there. She has no control.
No.
So they're really hard to
Sucks.
use if you don't have YouTube Premium or an ad blocker.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to hit the button. We're going to do a sprint. See you guys in
Okey-doke.
45. And that is the end of the final jam. I mean, the final sprint. Yeah. Clearly, you've never watched Camp Rock. The end of final jam. They say it like 6 times. So
That's not even Camp Rock. That's Camp Rock 2.
No, it's the first one.
Oh no, Camp Rock 2 is with the star one.
Yeah,
the
Camp Star. Yeah.
Camp Star. I have watched them.
Whenever someone says that was the end of the final sprint, my brain just goes, that was the end of Final Jam. And so
I don't watch relevant good movies, let alone Camp Rock.
Mars has got me here. Camp Rock 2 is in fact called the Final Jam. So, but that's not the one where they say it like 15 times. So, you know. We were joined by Alora. I'm going to say hello to our friends who joined us and just check in with everybody. Let us know how'd you do, all that fun stuff. But yeah, Laura came and is working on horror short stories. An anthology due tonight. I don't know why I just like was reading to myself and was like, let's
all read our heads.
The theme is it was all a dream. Yes, as Mar says, best of luck. Made a 3-bullet point outline for the story. Loves it already. Fantastic. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Used that sprint to watch Sarah Cannon's latest video and then got out my index card so I can at some point start outlining the gay vampires. I unsubscribed from Sarah Cannon and I haven't watched one of her videos in so long that I forgot she existed.
I don't know who that is.
Shit.
I don't even know who that is.
She is a indie pub author who has been publishing like since the early 2000s. She has a planner channel and she has all the planner. Like if you guys think I have a planner thing obsession, I'm on baby levels in comparison to her.
I'm not
I've
surprised.
never
I've
seen
never
this
been subscribed, but I at least know who she is.
I've never even heard of this woman. No, sorry.
Her planner channel is called Heart Breathings. She's the one who does the that started the Kanban board thing being popular on YouTube. All of the things. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to make me a new Kanban board right here.
A what? A Kanban board?
Yeah, it's like a to-do, doing, done. Where you like put all your tasks on it. It's very motivating for me when I'm trying to like do chapters to like have a Post-it note that has like the number of all the chapters on it and I get to move it.
So my ADHD would utilize it for about 2 weeks and then I would stop noticing that it even existed and I would never touch it again.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the outline of the book that is currently taped to my wall in index cards that I just no longer notice that it even exists anymore.
That's fair.
But for 2 weeks, it would be amazing. I'm telling you.
Right.
Super productive for 2 weeks.
Super productive for 2 weeks.
I would be super productive for 2 weeks. Coincidentally, you know how much time I have left to finish this book? 2 weeks.
I don't even feel bad for you anymore.
I don't even feel bad for me either because I've had 4 months and I've done nothing. So I currently have.
I do the same thing to myself, but I work really well under pressure.
2,870.
Like at the final countdown, I'm amazing. Like, oh, you have 3 weeks to do this assignment. Okay, I'm going to do it all the night before and get an A+ on it because I work really well under pressure. I'll be super stressed out for like 2 days straight, but you know.
That's the thing though, is I don't feel under pressure because I don't care.
You should care about your book.
If I don't get it done, who cares?
See,
I'm having mini aneurysms every time you push back a deadline. Mini aneurysms. Every
I
time
was
you
gonna say, the
go,
only person
I mean,
who
I
cares
should
is
have
me.
it done at this point, but like I don't really feel like doing it. And I'm like, your deadline is coming up, and you're like, it's fine, we'll just push it back again. Mini aneurysms.
I
Tiny
understand
ones.
because deadlines that I create for myself mean squat.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't care.
It's a self-imposed deadline. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's fine. But if it was like an actual person that I was paying to look at it and they had to have it by a certain point, that's a different story. That's a hard deadline, and then I would work really well under pressure.
Yeah.
So maybe the answer is I need to pay someone and make them give me a deadline, and I get penalized somehow with maybe more money or something.
You
I don't
realize I
know.
do accountability coaching, right?
You're
You
my best friend. I'm not paying you.
Killing me. You're both killing me.
I can't pay you. You're my best friend. I'm not gonna pay you.
Right, but you're also my worst fucking testimonial. Oh, my best friend still can't fucking do shit. Like, who's gonna be like, I pick her? Trust me, I can't tell you how much I am trying, people. I just want to work with people who actually want to do the work. I'm dying inside every day. Every day. It's not funny.
We both took a breath at the same time.
I disagree. It's very funny.
It's very funny for us.
You both suck so hard.
Actually, I don't. That's why I can't keep a boyfriend.
I mean, I'm past that point in my life.
Oh,
God.
That was a fun time. Anyway.
I can't even take my pain seriously.
Our friend Elaine wrote 176 words and did some research.
Yay!
I'm very much in a planner video mood, so I may hop over there later if I get some more writing done so Julie doesn't kill me. Kate finished her outline and wrote 186 words.
Kate, I appreciate your dedication to continued progress. I really do, and I need you to know that. I appreciate your progress.
Kate is literally the most consistent person besides Julie that I've ever met in my entire life.
I work well under pressure too. It used to stress me, but now I trust myself and I know it'll work out. I mean,
it's an ADHD thing for the most part. Like people that have women specifically that have ADHD do work really well under pressure. It's a weird thing our brains do because we get the dopamine from like being able to get it done in that short amount of time. Oh my
God. Now just song stuck in my head because you said dopamine. Also, why are you moving? I didn't say hi to you. Welcome. And you're working on a sci-fi climate fiction trilogy. So
nice.
Fantastic.
Welcome.
Mars is the opposite and will set a deadline for however many weeks away and then do everything that first night. That is Julie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love you too.
Family and Books just dropped in at the wrong time, my friend, but welcome. Also just about estimating how long things take. So I'll be like, yeah, it's going to take me 2 weeks to do this. And then it takes me 3 hours. Fair. Fair.
Thanks, Kelly.
Kelly's on our side. See? Kate's on our side too. Leia's on our side too. It's just Julie. Just Julie falling apart. Ask me what I did during that sprint, Julie.
I don't want to know. You said you got a couple words. No, you didn't get words in. That was the last sprint. What'd you do?
I baked a cake.
God damn it. I promise I'm really, really, really great at accountability, people. I promise you I am.
To be fair, that was an accountability thing because before you got here, I told Amber I was going to bake a cake today.
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be a yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
Yep. And I made it in 2 9-inch round cake pans so I can stick one in the freezer because I'll never eat both. So I'm just going to frost one and then put the other one in the freezer.
Are you going to use that cake to fuel you through the night of writing?
Sure.
Actually?
Look, I feel like I was close to being at a place to do that. And then, family stuff happened. So I feel like I'm off the hook for at least a little bit longer.
Listen, I was fully prepared to give you more time. And then a move came up, and then you're like, well, there's no point starting before then.
Girl,
And I don't like yelling at fragile people.
lie. You got plenty of time to start before then.
I agree.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If I could finish it before then, but I am going to have to take time away from it to pack and sell things and do all this other stuff. And then I'm going to feel guilty, and then I'm going to put it to the side again, and then it's just going to spiral.
I know.
See, our friends are happy that I'm making cake. It's a yellow cake with chocolate icing. Because
Why are you
that is
happy about
the
it?
best
You
thing
can't
to
have
do.
it. I can't have it. No one else can have it.
You can drive over here and have some. It'll only take you 8 hours.
I'm not driving 8 hours for a piece of yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
Oh, well.
Had you said funfetti, maybe.
I haven't seen fun for a while. Now I know how to get Julie to my house. All right.
Get a can of frosting, vanilla frosting with the funfetti, and a box of the honey golden graham, little Teddy Grahams. Give them to her. She'll be happy. They'll be her little
My adult Dunkaroos, and that's all I need in life.
That sounds
They
delicious.
often do that, though. To be fair, they often just appease me and go, "Sure, Julie, that's what we're gonna do." So
What I said was, "Are you going to be here with me all night?" Because
yes,
be here with me all
She has
night.
to finish her book. She has a hard deadline. She does have to finish her book.
when am I not here every night? It just doesn't matter if I'm here every. Like, why is it suddenly tonight? It's gonna matter that I'm here.
You mean like last night when I was like, I'm going to take a half-hour nap and then fell asleep for 3 hours?
And I was texting you like, "You okay, pal? You really fell out, huh? you were out."
I was up till 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, well, that's.
I fell asleep for quite a while yesterday too. I took a hard nap on the couch after work, and then I wasn't able to go to sleep until like after 2.
And then I decided when I went to bed that it would be a good time to start rewatching Bones, which is a 12-season TV show.
I'm gonna take both of your TVs away. Do you know how
Look,
productive
you got to
would
come
be?
all the way to Texas.
Not very soon.
She's like, I'm going to have to walk across the house, bitch.
I will unplug everything.
Sometimes I
Listen.
need it.
Sometimes.
I am not watching it actively. Just while I'm laying in bed playing games at night.
I just got through watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, and now the same person has a third, it's not like a season, but a third show out about like a creepy island town with some of the same actors and stuff again. So I'm going to probably end up watching that eventually, not right now, but
I think the writer is married to
one of the actresses, yeah. The one that played Theo in Hill House.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Eagle.
Yeah. And I guess she's been in a lot of his like thriller horror movies. So I'm interested to see more of those after I watch Bly Manor, which I am not going to start anytime soon, Julie, so don't panic.
She is in Bly Manor briefly.
I'm numb. I'm numb to all your bullshittery now. Despite
Obviously
the
not,
freak
because
out.
you're having
Shush.
aneurysms. Mars has abandoned every show they've started in the past couple of months. Needs something that'll stick. I wish I could give you ideas of what to watch, but you watch very different things than me. So
I just watched a rom-com movie today. It was The Night We Met or something like that. When We Met, something like that. And it's like a time travel. It's like a Back to the Future meets Groundhog Day, but in a romantic comedy.
Is that the one with the guy from Pitch Perfect?
Mm-hmm. Adam Devine, I think his name is.
Yeah, and
It was actually really cute. It was actually really cute.
What the fuck's her name? Alexandra Daddario.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Daddario?
Yes, sure.
Daddario.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Daddario.
very attractive.
I mean, it had very attractive people in it. Period. It also had what is his name? Something Amel. He played like
Robbie.
Robbie, yes.
Yep, Robbie Amell.
He was in it too.
He's like the boyfriend that she has in present day, and the other guy goes back in time to try to win her over first when they meet.
Because he was friend zoned.
Preview.
Yeah.
Which is not a real thing.
It actually ended up being very cute.
Always go back to my favorite shows: Buffy, Charmed, ER House, How I Met Your Mother, etc. Yeah, I have watched Buffy like 6 times. I've watched Charmed
Buffy
so many times. It's so good though.
Isn't that the one, Julie? Is that the one you said that we should watch once then we move?
Yeah.
Slowly.
Once we're settled in. Slowly.
So good though.
It is good.
I watched the movie.
But
Luke
there's
Perry.
not the same thing.
There's one whole episode with Pedro Pascal in it.
He doesn't do it for me.
He doesn't do it for me either, but he does it for so many other people. I thought I'd just mention it in case you're interested. Season 4, episode 1. Come on. Season 4? Yeah, season 4, episode 1. Pedro Pascal. I win. It might be episode 2.
I mean, I like Sarah Michelle Gellar, so like I don't know why I never watched it.
I went through a hardcore David Boreanaz kick when I was younger.
I'm currently watching Bones, so
I don't know. I don't like the distance between his eyes.
It's perfect to sit on. It's just it
They're
works
very
out.
far apart, and he's got like a lot of forehead, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Well, then him as a vampire is going to be very disturbing to you because the forehead just gets bigger.
They go like I've seen like previews where they go like this. I've seen clips, but
I think it's like episode 5 of Bones because I think that's about how far I got last night. And there's a lady with a cadaver dog that's like this big bulldog thing that slaughters everywhere, and his character kind of makes a comment about the dog, and she's like, yeah, well, I think your eyes are too close together, but you don't hear me saying nothing. And I was like, boom. So, I mean, they put the joke in there, and it's not polite, but it's accurate. So anyway, Mars rewatched the entirety of the first part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure yesterday. I have no clue what that is. It was part of my motivation to work on gay vampires, which is fair.
Is it like JoJo Siwa?
No.
Oh, okay. No.
I feel like there's a monkey, and it's a cartoon.
Oh. I was like, no, it's a bird, Jess.
I haven't been able to watch a live action show in years, so they just don't stick with me. That's why I said I know that our tastes are not aligned. Ooh. Kelly's a Pedro fan. There is nothing wrong with that. He's a very nice guy. Mm-hmm. Or he appears to be a very nice guy. I don't know, I've never met him.
He's not lanky and pale enough for me. I like the tall, lanky. Looks like they're about to they need to go to the hospital. They're about to die of anemia.
So sexy.
I don't know why. That's what does it for me. I don't know.
That is not.
I want them to look sickly.
Like literally, I think that one of the most attractive people is Tom Hiddleston. And like those guys. And I'm just like, I like them lanky. Just lanky and malnourished.
I feel like I'm going to snap those guys in half like a toothpick. Like just put them
That's okay. They'll go happy.
I can't do it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is an extremely popular anime. I knew it was anime. The different parts follow different members of the Joestar family as they go on. You guessed it, Bizarre Adventures. Honestly, it might be one of the most popular animes worldwide. You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of Mojo Jojo, who's a monkey. I think so. Anyway, Tom Hiddleston. I love Tom Hiddleston.
Like lanky and malnourished.
I don't know what it is.
A lot of y'all
I don't know what it is. But when I see like really like I saw a guy at the store one time that was like super tall, like probably at least 6'5", and he was like very thin, and he had like red hair, which is another one of my weird things I love on guys is red hair. And I was like, oh my god, I want to feed you so bad.
Oh my god.
That is a very specific kink that people have. And I'm not worried about you.
I just want to take you home and make you cakes and make you food.
Has that at least been approved yet? Really? Because just gonna find a lanky redhead chained to the fridge one morning.
Amber, I told you you can't keep him here overnight.
Keep him here.
You have to let him go. You can't just put holes in the
The
box.
whole storage shed outside. The storage shed, my dude, not in the house.
But I agree about climbing Tom Hiddleston. Here's the thing too. He's very attractive in any form I've ever seen him in, including Loki.
His girlfriend is also very attractive, however. Which
That's fine. I don't actually
not.
know him in real life. It's fine.
It's not as though I really had a chance.
It's not like he's just waiting for me to, like, he went out with Taylor Swift. He's not waiting for me in the wings. Like, you know what I mean?
As soon as that Amber comes around.
I was just pointing out that she's a very attractive lady, and I appreciate that.
I did think that as a teenager about AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys, which of course was another tall, lanky one. Had a bad boy vibe. I legitimately was convinced if I went to one of his concerts, he would see me in the crowd and he would pull me up and we would be married. Like, it was going to happen.
We all had that, though. Like, Julie did too. Don't lie to us, Julie.
It was
like,
Joey McIntyre. We were meant to be together.
She knows who it is. He's on it.
Here's the thing. Joey McIntyre has aged very well.
He did.
He aged very well. AJ McLean also is very, like,
he still looks like he did when he was in his 20s.
Like, he's still very attractive to me.
A little more wrinkly around the eyes and the mouth, but, I mean, he still looks the same. Unfortunately, guys get more attractive as they age, and we start to look like, you know, witches over a cauldron with goblins.
You speak for yourself, madam. I look amazing.
Bitch, I've even got a wart on my nose. Like a real witch.
Mine's down here, and it does grow a black hair sometimes, so you never know.
Mine's right here.
Oh, mine's over here. Mine's over here.
Nailed it.
And every once in a while, it also grows a hair.
Just a little hair.
We're all falling apart.
It's the witches. Mm-hmm. It's the witches in us.
Well, friends, that's going to be it for us today.
Jess has a book to write.
If you enjoyed hanging out with Amber and Julie, they'll be live on Julie's channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Probably talking about food and doing 2 45-minute sprints because that's how they roll. Will I be there? Who knows?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. We never know until like literally 10 minutes before. And she's like, hey, I'm going to come and join you guys. Send me the link.
It's true.
Come on in.
I gotta find the thing with the thing with the thing. There's my end screen. I'm gonna hit the button. Everybody say bye.
Bye.